Hello and welcome to Golf FM. This is a new territory for me. This is a review on mitts. Now, it remains to be seen how long a human being can spend talking about mitts, and we're about to find out. Never done a review like this, but I'm starting to run out of things. All the new clubs are coming out fairly soon, and I've only got old stuff now, so nobody's interested in that. Done about every bag that I can do in the review in the shop, so they're all done. And I've done several mat reviews, AstroTurf mats. Yeah, you wouldn't believe you could do 3 videos in this, probably like an hour's worth maybe of chat. Absolutely incredible what I can actually talk about for the length of time. It's unique. It's a unique ability. Right, so we're on to mitts, right? So these are, if you live in Florida and you know what mitts are, these are for when it's cold and your hands are cold. Right? So when you come over on holiday in July, when you think it's meant to be nice and you get a windy, overcast day, you might need a pair of these. So you might need to listen to this, okay? So we're going to go first with Sunderland. Now, Sunderland of Scotland is a really good brand here. They make waterproofs and wind stuff and things like that. And it's a Scottish brand and I really like it. They make good stuff. These mitts are $29.99. And I'm going to put my hand into them for the first time and see what it's like. Very nice and furry inside. It's got not individual fingers in there. Your fingers are all together, so the warmth of your fingers is merging together to create its own heat, which is a good thing. And it's got a thumb position as well. So actually, when it's been absolutely freezing with these, I haven't got these exact ones, I have actually been known to putt with them on because I can't be bothered taking them off because my hands are so cold, and I've had some of my best putting days like this. So bear that in mind, that if your putting's really bad and you're playing on a really cold mitts day, try putting with your mitts on. And it might be the best thing you've ever done. So there's a wee bit of advice for you, free advice, there you go. So yeah, these are not fully waterproof. I don't know yet of a mitt that claims to be fully waterproof. Why that is, I don't know. Certainly in the golf trade, because if you are playing on a horrific day where you've not only got freezing temperatures that requires you to have mitts on, it starts to rain as well. If it rains enough, it could get through this. I've never found that to be a problem. I've always found that they hold out long enough to get you in off the golf course. I don't see it as being an absolute deal breaker that it doesn't say fully waterproof, right? That's a nice mitt, and it's got a nice sort of microfiber, whatever you want to call it, bit there that's not going to get soggy even if your hands were a little bit wet as they're going in. That's just going to dry off pretty quick. You are allowed to unclip these, by the way, and these do come apart. They're just new, so they're stuck together. But I really like that mitt. It's got kind of grippy material in there. It doesn't have any storage bits on it, I don't think. Oh, what's this bit? No, nothing. Don't think it's got anything fancy on it at all. But it's a good solid mitt and I like it a lot. $29.99, believe it or not, that's not that expensive for these things. Okay, so that's reviewed and we quite like it. I'll tell you what the best one is at the end. How about that for an idea? Out of the 3 that I've got. So we've got the other 2 are Under Armour and then the Titleist, right? So on to Under Armour. So these are £35, and what does it say here? Golf tee holder. So you can put a tee on there. Is that useful? Let's put a tee in it and see. I'm not really a fan of this sort of thing going on golf bags, so I can't imagine I'm gonna like this on a mitt. So if I've got that on my mitt, what benefit is that to me? Hang on, let's unclip these a wee bit. So I'm about to tee off and there's a tee there and I've got my mitts on. I'm looking at it thinking, right, how do I get that out? So I can grab it out there and try. You wouldn't try and tee up with your mitts on, right? So I don't know what the benefit of that is, that you've got a tee on there. I suppose it doesn't cost them that much to sew that in and have a tee on there. Unnecessary stitching. But it's there. It's a wee extra feature. Right, so they've got the nice grippy bits on there and the hand part. They've got like a wee loop round them on both. I don't mind that actually, because that could loop onto an umbrella or something like that. Because notoriously, these things you lose, okay? I've got one hand of about 7 pairs of mitts back in the house. None are a pair. But what happens is you lose it, you go and get another pair, and then you lose one from that. And that just continues on and on and on. So good, anything that is designed to help you not lose these. It's not going to work because you will lose one, but at least they have tried to put wee nice hooks on there, quite solid feeling as well, to hook round like an umbrella top or even a club. Would it go around a club? No, it wouldn't go around a club, but it would go around something, handle of a trolley. But I quite like that. And then I quite like the design of these with the sort of padded bits on the top. It looks quite nice. In terms of warmth compared to the Sunderland, Sunderlands almost feel a wee bit cozier than that, just with the softness of their inner part. I actually prefer the Sunderland inner part to that. That almost feels like if it got wet, it might not be that nice. Whereas the Sunderland doesn't feel like that. It feels cozy and inviting. Right, so on to what I think is the most expensive ones, $39.99 for the Titleists. So we've got easy entry into there. Doesn't feel as cozy as the Sunderland. It feels similar to the Under Armour, I think. These are easy in. It says stay dry. Oh, waterproof. Stay dry is the waterproof thing, so there you go. Shows how much preparation went into this video. Oh, I tell you what, $39.99. Stay dry, why would you not get these then? Pretty warm feeling. As I say, not quite as cozy a feel inside as the Sunderlands, but good, and they look smart, and it's the fanciest brand out of the lot, probably. Titleist. $39.99. I think I've sold myself short there for a waterproof pair of mitts. I should have put them up in price. But let me see, I think the title for best mitt out of these three is between Sunderland and Titleist. That's a cosy mitt, that Sunderland. Number one for coziness, Sunderland. Number one for all-round performance, Titleist, because it does offer stay dry performance and it's still pretty cozy and warm. Although definitely not as cozy and warm as that is. Under Armour, quite nice. Best for features, right, in terms of it's got a hook and it's also got a tea holder, which you can't live without. So they've all got something about them that's actually a little bit different, which I did not expect to find. I thought these were basically all just going to be gloves that were slightly warmer, and that was the end of it. But I've managed to babble on, and here we are at the end of it. So I think the best mitt, I'm going to say it's a draw between the Titleist and the Sunderland, because I like the fact that the Titleist is waterproof. That is definitely an added benefit, to think that it is waterproof and ultimately it will keep the water out. But as I've said, I've never encountered mitts where they have been utterly soaked, where my hands are not only cold, but they're wet as well. And the Sunderlands, therefore, will hold out pretty much unless you're in a torrential rain. And you just need to get out of there. If it's that sort of day where it's absolutely pouring down and it's freezing and requiring you to wear mitts, just get off the course. It's time to call it a day. I'm sorry. So equal first, Sunderland and Titleist. You can't go wrong with either. Followed closely behind by Under Armour. And there you go. There, they said it couldn't be done. A mitt review that went on for however long it's gone on for. And hopefully that was interesting to somebody. We'll see how the views do. But once again, thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments and I'll get back to you. And I'll see you in the next one. Don't know what I'm going to do for that.